Go for it.
How did you all meet?
That's a really good question.
It's a loaded question because Danny met Mark first, so you can begin, Dan.
I met Mark when we were kids. How old are you?
8.
8. We were a little bit older. We were probably about 11 or 12 when we met, and we fell in love over hip hop music and R&B. You know, we fell in love totally with that style of music, and we ended up, you know, producing some songs together, writing songs as children, and that kind of went on to we moved over to America. And then we were there for about 8 years, and then we met Glenn in 2005.
Yeah, I met Mark in Dublin. Mark met me as a guitar player. I was writing some songs. Two of us got in and had a little jam in his studio that he had out the back garden of his mum's house. And he said to me, you should come over to LA and check it out, you'd really love it over there. So I flew over. I was only there a few hours and he brought me down to the studio where I met Dan, and then me, Mark and Dan got in together and started to jam some music and wrote our first song, which was Before the Worst.
Before the Worst, yeah.
And then we became a band after that, yeah.
So pretty much over our love of music. What type of music do you like? You like pop music? You like Lady Gaga and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah,
Cool.
I like Lady Gaga too.
Who's your favourite band?
The Script.
JLS! Wait a minute, wrong interview.
Yeah. So what's your next question?
When did you meet?
When? The summer of 2005.
I suppose as a band, January 2005 is when I went there and when I first met Danny, so that would have been, yeah, January.
How many years ago is that now?
5 years, is it? Remember 2010, isn't it?
No, it's 12.
12, is it?
Only
It could be. This is what we're like with each other.
5 years
What
ago.
day is it today? Is it Wednesday, Thursday? We play that game all the time.
So isn't it not the year 2525?
No, oh my god, they lied to me.
What music do you like?
Now I've been listening to a guy called Mike Snow. You might not know him. I like David Gray. I like U2. I like Coldplay. I like Jay-Z a lot. Really like Jay-Z. Who else?
I'd say I'm more into rock bands. It'd be like The Police, U2 again, Coldplay. Lately I've actually been listening to, believe it or not, the actor Robert Downey Jr. has an album called The Future.
You're familiar with him. You have all his records, don't you?
Yeah. It's very interesting. He can actually sing, and the songs are very interesting too, so that's what I'm listening to right now.
Excellent.
If you wasn't in the band, would you listen to your own music?
Absolutely not. No, I hate our. No, of course I would.
I never listened to it.
You know what we love about our band is the fact that we're all really excited about being in the band. You know, we were rehearsing the other day, and we recorded the rehearsal, and I went out to hear, you know, the music, and I was listening to it, going, I can't believe I'm in this band. This is
That's
great.
right.
You know,
He did actually say that.
I'm in this band. Yes. You know, because we get such a buzz and such a
Yeah.
vibe out of being in the band. So I guess if we didn't like our own music, then I think we'd probably leave the band and maybe join another band. You know?
Exactly.
Which is your favourite song you've recorded? Mine is Break Even and The Man Who Can't Be Moved.
Oh, cool. One of those is mine too. Break Even.
Yeah, Break Even, and yeah, definitely Break Even. And
I'd say Break Even just for you know how it describes heartbreak. You know, you break up with your boyfriend, you're feeling real sad, and I think it's just it's a good way. Singing along to it as well gets a lot of pain out too. You know.
Which is the first song you made as the script?
Oh, that's a good question. It ended up being the first song we ever performed together, which was Before the Worst. We wrote it in a small shed in LA. You know, when I said we moved over to America for a couple of years, and so we wrote that in the shed.
And it was a small shed.
Really dark.
Mark
dingy.
had sold LA to me as this place where, you know, it was really sunny and there was Venice Beach nearby, which it wasn't that close at all. And I got there and the guys just, honest to God, eat and breathe the studio. I'm like, you guys never went into the sun. You're so pale, man. You need to get a bit of sun. And we literally spent the whole time in there just working on the track.
It ended up being the first song that we performed live too. Anybody's come to the live show, you'll see that Glenn does a big drum solo intro, and then we go straight into doing Before the Worst.
And
So it feels like the whole thing's starting off again. You know?
It kind of became the blueprint, I suppose, for our sound as well. It definitely helped us.
What is your favourite thing about being in a band?
Oh, I guess
going on stage,
getting to travel, meeting
yeah.
famous people. That's kind of cool.
And just being in a band, having been in a band with your mates, with your friends, and getting to play music in front of people that actually are there to see you play.
Yeah, we get to sing, we get to stand and sing, and without people telling us to shut up all the time.
Yeah.
we're not making too much noise.
It was happening for years, but then finally they actually listened. So.
Who inspired you to make music?
For me, it was my dad. My dad was a piano player, when I was growing up, and I really liked what he was doing. You know, he was able to come in and after work and play piano, and I was listening to the room next door. But I guess he would have
Same
been for
with me, yeah.
My father inspired him too.
Yeah. Funny enough, Danny's dad and my dad actually performed together in a band in Dublin many moons ago. But my dad's a singer, so there was always music in the house and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what inspired me, my dad.
What music instruments can you play?
Oh, quite a few.
Quite a few actually.
Drums, piano, acoustic guitar. Can mess around with a bass. I'd like to try and learn saxophone if I can get one, which I need to do, just so I'll have it there.
Anybody listening, please
Give me a saxophone.
Bring it down here in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try.
Like Lisa Simpson.
Yeah. Exactly. Just
I want to play it just for the
probably
part
worse.
the start of The Simpsons. You know, you get your part in The Simpsons.
yeah.
My aunt played the saxophone.
Really?
No
Yeah.
way.
Maybe you can teach Glenn.
Yeah, maybe you can give us a lesson.
And instruments, yeah, pretty much the same. You know, I fiddle around on keyboard, guitar, bass, and I play drums very, very badly.
He's not bad. He's not bad. I've tried to
My
get him
aunt
to
can
play
play
some.
the drums as well.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
man, you guys need to
Just
form
a
a band.
little
or
Get a band going.
Little bit, just a little bit.
What do you do when you have time off?
Sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of time where we travel around, as we were saying, we travel around a lot, and I think sleep is probably the one thing that we miss the most. You know,
that's
it's
why
so
I
nice staying in bed in the morning, isn't it? Don't have to go to school.
If we get a day off in some of the cool places we're in, we'll normally all get together and we just try and go and see something really cool in the place we're in, or a landmark, or maybe get, like in Sydney Harbour, we get out one of these boats that dives through the waves. We all went out on that. It was a bit of fun. But usually, yeah, it's mainly sleep is the first.
Just relax, maybe watch a bit of TV. You know, the usual. You know, get on the PlayStation.
Yeah, call home, say hello.
I have loads of pets. Do you have any?
How many pets have you got?
4.
4 pets.
4 pets.
2 dogs and 2 rats.
No way.
2 rats.
Yeah.
Wow,
No
that's
way.
cool. Very cool. My girlfriend, she has a 7-year-old, and she has 4 pets as well. She has a cat, she has a dog, she has a bird, and a chicken. A tiny chicken. We had 4, but 3 of them died. You know. Yeah.
No pets. I can't have a pet. I wouldn't be able to feed it or bring it on tour. So.
Well, he's already in a band with 2 dogs anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's hard enough to do.
Where is your favourite place to be when you're on tour?
On stage.
Well, favourite place to play?
No, I think she means just in general where to be. I think on stage, definitely. And when you go on stage, you just wish it would last longer, because it always goes too fast, and we walk off full of adrenaline and wanting that to continue. You know, so
Yeah,
for me, it's on stage. Yeah.
Some nights, depending where you are, you kind of wish you were somewhere else. You know, if they're not clapping or if
Yeah,
they're not doing that.
it's
But
real.
we've
It can
been
be
very
dry.
lucky. We've been
Yeah.
very lucky. We've got good fans, and like yourself, who come to all the shows. You know, leave the shows with red raw throats
They
because you've been
scream.
singing Break Even.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I mean, I think some of our best shows are probably at home, really, in Dublin as well. You know.
Yeah.
Which city has the best fans?
It's
What
very
do you
hard to
reckon?
answer
It's
this
very
question.
hard
You
to
don't
answer
offend anyone.
when you're in a particular place, because if we didn't say Dublin, everyone in Dublin would
Hate us.
kick our
Yeah.
butts.
We wouldn't be able to go home. I think there's definitely at home we do get a big response, obviously because we're from Ireland, but we find everywhere we go, thank God, when we play a show.
Birmingham.
Yeah, we get a great response at all our gigs. It just seems to have that great atmosphere for when we come on. So
Birmingham. Who's
yeah,
that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Dublin, Birmingham. Was that it? That was great.
Great
I
interview.
really enjoyed that.
Good questions.
How did you? Do you mind? Can I interview you for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah. How did you find the interview?
it was really good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
told you
that-
once you get going, it gets easy. It's like that when you go on stage. First song you're a bit nervous, and then you just.
And now
get
you're
into it.
relaxed, swinging the chair. You know, like. I think you could. Do you think you would want to have a job maybe in radio in the future?
You
It'd be
think
cool
you'd like to
interview
interview
bands,
people?
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for a living, all you have to do is just ask them the same questions. You've got that done now. All you need is the bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that wraps up the interview then.
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good.